I gotta tell you though, I'm so happy that before this whole big course correction, the canceling the TV shows and the changing of the guards for things, that Daredevil actually is happening and moving forward as a Disney Plus show. Because without Daredevil doing this, like a lot of fans be pissed off. And for me, I love the Netflix show. I'm excited that this is moving forward, that they're doing 18 episodes, which I heard they might split apart into 2 seasons, which is fine. I'm fine by that. At least I know I'm getting 18 episodes, moving forward. But there's some news coming around that we have our villain kind of for at least the first part of the season, the first half of the season. And of course, we got D'Onofrio coming back to be Kingpin, which is fucking awesome. Friend of the fucking show. Great human being. Awesome person. Lovely, lovely human being. Happy for you, D'Onofrio, that he's coming back. On top of that, though, they're saying that Muse is coming in. If you don't know Muse is a character from the 2016 comics of Daredevil. Now, he's apparently a sadistic but artistic serial killer. Artistic, everybody. Now, when he gets his first run-in with Daredevil in this comic, he apparently murders hundreds of people and then creates artwork from their blood. And he actually gets Daredevil to come to a factory. He comes in there and he sees this huge art piece and he's like, what the fuck? And there's all these dead people and this blood is everywhere. And it's a very artistic piece. And then on top of that, apparently, he's kidnapping like Inhumans. And he's kidnapping Inhumans, but it might not translate to Marvel nowadays. They might not want to go the Inhumans route. Of course, they use Black Bolt in Multiverse of Madness, but maybe they want to change it to Skrulls or maybe mutants even. That's been something that I've been talking about online too. But he kidnaps some Inhumans in the comics, in the 2016 comics, and then he kills them, murders them, and then places them doing household chores in some different settings. And then that's kind of stuff he's doing. So he's creating art with dead bodies and with their blood. And to me, this is a very fucking graphic serial killer and just fucking villain for a Marvel series in general. Like, Marvel doesn't go this deep. Now, of course, Deadpool's going R. Maybe this will be leaning. They haven't given the official announcement for what the rating will be for Daredevil. Maybe they're trying to push the barriers and kind of continue that, whole Netflix feel and the vibe and the fucking grittiness and the intenseness and the vulgar and bloodiness of it, maybe. And for me, I hope I do, because people complain about She-Hulk, how he wasn't the same Daredevil. But if this villain's true, that's very much in line with the Daredevil we knew on Netflix. And I'm excited about it, and I hope it's real, because I heard this, and a lot of people don't know this villain because, of course, again, he's from the 2016 comics. He's not that relevant, but it's fucking cool. And apparently he takes these glasses off. He's got, like, black eyes with, like, blood red pupils, and I'm like, fuck, bring it on. Let's make this villain be real. And of course, it's not official. It's not been confirmed, but it's something that's very interesting when I heard this. And I had to bring it up today because we got our Marvel expert, Sean, here. We got Mike here. We got Sabrina. So what do we think about this? So do we think this is real? Do we think this is fake? Do we think that this is a good villain for the Daredevil 18 episodes? Let's go to Sean again, of course, because Sean is our, he's our in-house Marvel expert, comic expert. Sean,
telescope expert.
Our telescope expert.
It's a spyglass, Mike.
Our spyglass expert. Sean, do you think this is a good villain, and you think that Marvel would do this villain for a series on Disney Plus?
I mean, first of all, I want to address the 18 episodes. Which to me seems ridiculous. This is a lot to throw at this kind of storyline. Again, Born Again is one of the most famous Daredevil runs that's ever been, honestly, aside from what Chip Zdarsky is doing with the current run of Daredevil and Elektra. Personally, I don't know a ton about Muse. But from what I've read about it, from what's been leaked, and what I can do with the background with it, I think it sounds like a really fun villain to kind of see translated to the real world. I think that there's a lot to kind of explore in terms of a character's motivations and styles. I would be happy to see this character, even if it's only half of an 18-episode series. Again, I can't imagine that it would actually go that long, considering what else we've gotten in the previous Disney Plus show episode length runs. 18 just
much
seems
shorter.
like a bridge too far. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where this is going to lead, but I think Muse is a stylized kind of villain. I really was someone that enjoyed all of the seasons of Daredevil on the Netflix series, especially what they did with John Bernthal's Punisher, just the way they kind of explored that and explored the motivations toward him. So I'm happy to see a new character kind of come to limelight, get a chance to show up, and test Daredevil. And I'd say give it to
He's
me.
so good.
Yeah,
Give it to me
whatever
now.
I get. 18 episodes, 12 episodes, I'll take it.
And
But Daredevil Born Again is just, again, classic Marvel, and excited to see what they actually do with it.
Give
do
us
you like
some
that
more.
yellow costume?
Give
Do you
us
like
some
the
more
yellow costume, Sean?
cinematography, man.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Mike. I like the yellow costume. I think it's a good nod. Again, you have to modernize it. You have to do a little bit of, paying homage to what the artist was intending when they released the costume in the
The
comic
eye-penis of
books.
it.
Fine. I'm gonna fucking rue the day that I said I penis, but here we are.
Grind it into the
Just,
ground.
just fucking, just slam it down and just keep shooting that dead horse. Here we go. But no, yeah, I'm happy to see it. Again, Charlie Cox played a fantastic Daredevil, and
He's so good.
give me more of it. So yeah, here we go. And if Muse is the bad guy, all the better.
Yeah, and of course, like the Muse comics too, it leads into how Kingpin's running for the mayor, and he becomes mayor, and that all ties into that too, which again makes sense because that's what they're saying already.
His demise.
That's what they're saying already. That D'Onofrio's character will be moving towards that too. Sabrina, give us some more insight. What do you think about this? Do you think this makes sense for the lineup of where Daredevil's going? And do you think that Muse would be a great villain moving forward for 18 episodes, maybe half of it for the Disney Plus show?
Just to clarify, I didn't mean Kingpin's demise. I meant Muse's demise. Muse sounds like the most fucked up version of Banksy that you could possibly imagine.
You're right.
So let's put that out there. And Banksy is one of the most interesting people in the world. So I think it would be a very interesting villain. The goriness of it, the sheer level of evil involved. Like they said, the first mural that they lure actually Blind Spot to see, and then he calls Daredevil because Blind Spot's like the Robin to the Batman situation for Daredevil.
Which could be a new character, maybe.
Yeah, but they might just like forego all of that and not, and just have it just be Charlie Cox. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but in the comics, that's what it is, right? So they lure him to this place, and he painted this mural that is supposedly made of the blood of 113 victims. Now, we like the suspension of disbelief a little bit, but for Sabrina, it's like how you know it's 113 victims. Like Daredevil smelled 113 different types of blood. Like, I don't know. That was a little weird for me.
Smell-o-vision.
However-
Very popular even on Cruise Control tonight.
However, that's basically the deal, right? And then they go forward, and like the next thing is like an installment. Brian, did you say this already? I stepped out of the room for a second.
No.
The next installment,
I said some of it.
There's like 6 or 8, like, not non-inhumans is what they call them.
Oh, yeah, I said the Inhumans. Yeah,
right, and then
Inhumans
they're
is
like,
the whole.
just, one's taking a shit, and one's fucking, eating a sandwich, and one, and they just like they're all dead in this room. So like he's the.
I didn't get that into it.
Again, very well. I mean that. I mean, I looked at the comic pages. That is literally what it is. They're all in one room, and one is sitting on a toilet. One's eating a burger. One's like, it's like they're doing like, they said everyday tasks in all of the breakdowns, but like they're very specific. And I guess there are everyday tasks for some people, but
It kind of is.
it was just very, very specific. But that is what makes me feel like it's like very much a Banksy type of person. Because he did that weird 30 days in New York where they had the Don't Fear the Reaper thing. It was like a fucking skeleton driving around and a thing playing Don't Fear. It's all it's very much like street art, and the best kind of street art. It's just in a very sinister way. So I think it is probably like the most interesting villain that I've seen in any Marvel show ever, if they can execute it properly. However, I don't know how they'll be able to put that level of gore and like horror onto it. You know what I mean? Like the way that it's described in the comics is really fucking twisted.
Well, especially because most Disney Plus stuff's TV-14 at the most.
But Secret Invasion, though, he impaled that motherfucker, and they had the
TV-14
with the Groot arm. He like impaled that guy, and then pulled it out and
sucked
you
his
heard it, and
essence
then
out.
I mean, it was pretty fucking gross. So I mean, I don't know.
You
I
get one
have,
F word and you get one impaling for
That's right.
for PG-13 or TV-14.
That's the rule.
Yeah, one of
That's
each.
the rule.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay. One
That's
impale, one
why.
F
That's
word.
why we have this strike right now. It's because
We want more Fs.
More
They
they
Fs.
want more Fs,
More impalement.
more F bombs. Yeah.
More Fs, more impaling, and more.
More F's, more I's, more
Incursions.
more
I don't know.
IPs.
Less incursions. We don't need to be doing less incursions, please.
We're all the incursions now. When it fucking incursion up that ass, her ass, his ass.
I feel like this could be
All the
very
asses.
interesting. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't watch all of Daredevil like on Netflix, but what I had watched, also nod to Rosario Dawson, who is in Ahsoka or Ashoka or however the fuck you say
Ahsoka.
that poor woman's name. I always butcher it every fucking time. I'm sorry. So she, you know, I watched several episodes, and it is quite it's much more violent than anything, you know, on Disney Plus that Marvel gives us, or, you know, like even theater wise. Like there are some very brutal moments, don't get me wrong. Multiverse of Madness that we were just talking about, a lot of Sam
Gets
Raimi,
intense,
a lot
yeah.
of horror movie moments in that, you know. So I feel like they can do it. If they choose to do it, is a different story.
Which there's rumors spread
I
that
hope
he
they
might
do.
take over for the third Doctor Strange and Secret Wars.
Raimi?
Yeah,
Oh, I
Raimi.
love that. I would love that. They should have him take over for this, because I feel like this is his wheelhouse. Like I think he could really capture this Muse character. I think he could really capture this Muse character.
What do you think, Sean? I see Sean debating down there.
I mean, if we get like Raimi era Darkman or Darkman era Raimi, maybe
Good era.
Okay.
But no, I don't know. I like Raimi a lot. I thought he did fine with the opportunities
Doesn't sound
he's
like
been
you
given.
like him a lot.
No, I do. I enjoy him. Listen, I'm a big Evil Dead guy.
He went to Michigan State. He's
He
got
went to
above
Michigan
him.
State. How
He's
can I
got
not
a
love him?
receipt shirt.
Don't trash
Yo!
Spartans. There's 3
Hey,
Spartans on the air right now.
Yo, go green. I mean, come on.
Go what?
Right? There,
Really?
thank
Your
you, Brian.
Receipts.
If you were
Thank you.
if you were Jeff
Receipts.
Smoker, it'd be smoke green, snort white. Go
Smoke
Smoker.
green, snort white. There you go. I still remember. Here's a good story for Mike and Brian only.
You went to a fun college and you never ever did cocaine. Like, what is that?
Do you guys?
about?
I didn't do
Nope.
cocaine. Sorry. Do you remember
Sorry.
Drew
What
Neitzel?
you just said was the
Outsider.
quote of that. You
It
just
was the
You guys-
motto.
that.
It was the school motto since
It was the school motto, it's
1857,
But
Sabrina.
none of you partook.
1875. Talking about smoking green and snorting white. You know.
Do you remember Drew
Very,
Neitzel?
very clear what that means.
Drew
Drew
who?
Drew Neitzel. He was a
Drew?
basketball.
Yeah,
he was a basketball
yeah,
guy
yeah,
during our
yeah.
time at MSU.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ran into him my freshman year, and I said, "Oh my God, Drew Neitzel, oh, you're doing great. You know, good luck." He goes, "Yeah, that's great. Y'all got any weed?" And that was like, for me, that was just like, whoa, like, whoa. what am I supposed to do with this question? I said no.
Produce
And
the weed.
Produce the weed.
Yeah, obviously produce the weed. I did not. I wasn't back then. I could not. So, you know,
boy.
He would have ran into
fine.
me.
Anyway,
in
that was
college.
it.
I would have been like, yeah, bro, come back to my dorm room. I got fucking 3 kinds, bro.
And when we went there, it was literally a $7 fine if you got caught with under an eighth or something like that.
A
when we-
$7 fine?
Yeah, that's what it
I
was.
paid
Back
that all
then,
day.
who knows now?
Or you
Mike,
could
what
just
do you
do a
think about
Zelda.
Daredevil?
Just do a Zelda roll out of your second
I'll
floor
Venmo
window. Your RA will never
what
bust you.
Oh, I thought you meant Zelda.
good.
You said Zelda roll.
Zelda roll, yeah.
Zelda roll.
Zelda roll.
Come on.
And you roll when you hit the ground. Like, the RAs aren't gonna.
Get a few hearts. What do you think about Daredevil, Mike? You think this sounds like a good villain?
Okay, so number one, yeah, the villain sounds great. I think we're running so long, but I think we're having a lot of fun.
Very long.
I'm having a
We're
lot
so
of fun.
long. I'm sorry we're running so long.
No,
It's all right. It's
By the way,
okay.
I gotta go. So wrap it up.
Wrap that shit up.
So, what we saw, like in obviously the cinematography and the choreography of Daredevil, the TV show, was great. We all loved it. Mr. Cox did an amazing job.
Give the Cox
his
some
idea
fucking
is so
applause.
The yellow suit, whatever. Okay. And Jessica Jones. Who was the bad guy in who was David Tennant in the first season? Of
Purple Man.
Purple Man. Kill something. What was it? I don't
Sean,
know.
come with the knowledge.
Anyway, he was
I'm
another.
super into Muse.
He was another Daredevil world horrifying psychopath. So I think we're ready for more horrifying psychopaths. I saw, and I wasn't aware of this Muse character at all. But when I looked up some of the comic book styles, Sean, we talked about this briefly. I was thinking it was like late 90s style. What it reminds me of is Mike Dringenberg, who was illustrating those first handful of issues of Sandman. So it's got that kind of drippy, creepy comic style. And you may remember if you watched the Sandman show that they came out with recently, they had more of that serial killer pursuing it as an artistic endeavor. Like that made a massive part of the first season of that. So I don't know, maybe they feel like that that has been broached within the main culture, so it's not quite as transgressive as it could have been otherwise. I'm happy to see it. It seems super interesting. Like this does seem like a crazy character. It looks great. Like it's not super fresh in the comics world, but in the TV world, especially like with massive IP-ness like this, like massive IP-ness.
Massive IP-ness, right?
I'm pitching something really quickly. I think that they should play Muse songs when Muse is on screen.
Let's do it.
Like maybe like
Without
Liberation
Guitar Hero
or like
play.
Ghost or like there's a lot of IP-ness for Muse that has like some really good like Euphoria maybe, or like don't they have a song called We Are Getting Fucked? I feel like that might be a good one. Liberation, probably a good one. Did I say that already? And I think there's one that's called like Kill or Be Killed, or like kill something to that effect.
It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. If they do it, it will for sure happen.
Music, and then like use it for the Muse character. I think that would be a very punny IP-ness thing to do.